What's up, Skizzlax? How you doing tonight? Hey Bill, how you doing? What's up, Marksman? Yeah, I may need a character model. Awesome. Glad to hear it, Bill. Oh, dude, I am so excited for Red Dead 2. It sucks that it's all the way in November or in October, but man, did those screenshots look nice. Shit, I'm ready to play that game right now. But, you know, like I said on Twitter, when Rockstar says they need more time, I trust them. Doing well, Marksman, thanks. How are you? No, dude. I wish for some reason I was able to get games like Red Dead Redemption 2 early, but no. I'll have to wait until release day. As a matter of fact, you guys being YouTubers probably have a better chance of playing the game before I do. So just to give you guys a heads up, this may be the last stream for this map, because the majority of the work that's left is going to be Easter egg stuff, and that stuff I won't be streaming because, well, I want it to be a surprise when it comes out. This last week I've been doing nothing at night but trying to write ideas for the Easter egg, and I've got some what I think are some pretty cool ideas. But you know, when I released Meadow, I thought that it was going to take everyone a while to figure it out. And let me just say that I seriously underestimated the Easter egg hunters. They found that shit almost right away. So I want to try to make this one a little bit more difficult, but you know, I want the steps to make sense. Can you show me some of your work, Mac? Curious to see what kind of work you've, what kind of models you've done. Did you make a new perk machine? Sorry, I'm being so quiet. I'm scrolling through Mac's Twitter images. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff to sort through. Okay. Looks like some pretty good stuff. We can talk after this. Okay, back to work. Hey Queen, how you doing? What's up, TJ? I haven't actually played it yet, but it looks awesome. What's up, Mad Gaz? Joe? What's up, Jammy? Alright, the whole crew is here now. So I'll say it again because a lot of you weren't here earlier. This will probably be the last stream for a while for this map, because the remaining work is going to be Easter egg stuff. And of course I want to keep that private until the map is released. So I'm not going to be streaming work on Easter egg stuff. But now the hard part is trying to track down someone to make a few models for me. So I might, like, in terms of what models I need, speak vaguely, I may need a couple of props. I need a new weapon and a character, which should be a relatively simple model, but will require a lot of cloth. And by the way, the character does not need to be animated. I just need the character in like 2 or 3 poses. The church interior looks like this. So the church is, the interior is still pretty bare. There's still a lot more fine detailing to do. So, you know, just like I've barely done any blending on the floor. There's almost no prop placement in here. So, you know, you'd imagine if people have been, you know, hiding out in here, or at least been using the church, that there would be some kind of personal belongings or some kind of general clutter around here. None of which is present right now. So then we have the upstairs. This is all still pretty boring too. Now, a quick revive will be right here, so that'll be occupying that space. Yeah, there's, you know, I could spend a year just detailing like a room like this, you know? But let's see how it goes. You know, want the whole thing to look equally nice. Also don't want to spend a ridiculous amount of time on it. Oh, so yeah, another thing I'm gonna need is doors for the church. For this archway. I think it actually blocked it out. Actually, let me prefab this building first. I haven't done anything with this little side house. Origin ones would fit perfect. Which for what, Jammy? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, I see. I don't remember what the church doors in Origins look like. You never get textures running from a flat wall to a curved wall, then back to flat. From flat to curved to flat. Oh. So you're talking like an archway? Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, let's see. Something like that, Mad Gas? Yeah, so that'll happen when you reapply the texture. It'll stretch like that. So this is a perfect example of when I talk about building neat and making sure everything is on the major grid, that your texturing will be made significantly easier. So I'm just trying to work out how many times this is repeating. Should have gone with a simpler texture for this. Looks like, yeah, I think that's it. That's where it starts. Yeah, Joe, that's one way to do it. Shift, nudging the texture around is one way to do it. So, you're probably going to notice more of a difference in Radiant than you are in-game. You can see how on the brush the texture is just a little bit darker, and on the mesh it's actually a little bit lighter. Like some of the shadows just aren't quite as deep. So the point here is keeping the edges on the major grid will assure that your texture is tiling properly, and that when it reaches the edge of your brush here, that you're at the edge of the texture. So, assuming that both of these brushes line up, the edges of these brushes line up with the end of the texture, then you can have this centerpiece. It can be a brush, it can be a terrain mesh, a curve, whatever, a cylinder if you want. As long as they fit neatly with the face of the brush, then you can have them tile or repeat as many times as you want, and they will be seamless. Just like this. So from here, you can't even tell the difference. Oh, cool, Jamie. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Have a good one. We'll be in touch. Yeah, so the thing is, you can... There's probably going to be some cases where you want to build something that's crazy, and it's not going to... You're not always going to be able to stick to the major grid. In cases like that, it's probably beneficial to build with meshes. You have much better control over how you texture things. So did that make sense, Gaz? Is Gaz an appropriate shorthand for you, or is it Mad? Or MG? Or something else? I don't know. I don't think it's gonna suck for people like Skizzle. I think while those guys are away doing their thing, you know, whether it's Fortnite or whatever the fuck else it is they're playing, people like Skizzle are building up a reputation. They're building loyalty. And look, that's not to say that, you know, people can't play other games. You know, regardless of what somebody does for a profession, whether it's, you know, YouTuber, video game anything, you know, as Skizzle said, variety is the spice of life. He's absolutely right about that. People can play whatever they want, but, you know, when their job is, you know, based entirely on fans' opinion of them personally, then, you know, you gotta expect to take a knock once in a while, right? I personally don't see the appeal of Fortnite at all. I don't play it. I've never played it. It doesn't look interesting at all to me. I think people enjoy watching people play it more like a TV show than actually enjoy playing it. Yeah, this is really my kind of my first experiment with YouTube. I mean, I've been uploading videos like, you know, sporadically for years, but this is, you know, something entirely new for me, and I just love it for the fact that I get to hang out with you guys and bullshit with you guys while I'm working. This is cool as fuck to me. And, you know, when time permits, I like to watch anyone else who streams too. You know, there have been quite a few times where as soon as I'm done, Joe jumps on and starts streaming on Twitch, and I hang out in there and watch him and bullshit in his chat. This thing is turning into a fucking mess. Dude, how crazy is that? Horizon dropped 2 years ago today. It was around that time that I really started to pay attention to the zombies YouTubers. Before that, I really didn't get streaming. Honestly, I didn't get it. I didn't understand why it was so popular. Yeah, earlier today I watched the gameplay video of who was it? It was Noah J, Raffle Waffles, Rad Austin, and I apologize, I forget who the fourth person was. And watching them complete the Easter egg for the first time was so fucking cool. I still love watching that video just to see their reactions. Any tips for aligning textures on an angled wood beam? Yes, it's actually quite easy. Assuming you have a straight face somewhere on the brush. Alright, let me get rid of this since you already know what's going on here. Okay, so is something like this will work for you, Mad Gas? Like this shape of brush? Okay, so all you want to do is wrap the texture, just like that. Automatically applies the angle, -45 degrees. Done. So let me show you that again in slow-mo. To wrap a texture, all you're doing is hold Alt and click the mouse wheel down here on the texture you want to start the wrap from, and then do the same thing on the face you want to wrap the texture to. So hold down Alt, click the mouse wheel down, and it's done. I'm going to continue around the other side so you have no hard line like that. Pow! Done. Seamless. That is easy as shit, and it'll work with any angle. So if I just go ahead and, let's say, you know, not even do it on the grid, just something like that. Stupid fucking looking brush, but you can do it. There it is. That's all. Yep, it will work with any angle. The only time it gets confusing and a little bit tricky is if the brush is not straight on one side. So let me show you what I mean. So, okay, looking at it top down like this, this method works because this side is straight. So you know that this is a perfect texture alignment to sample from. Just where, you know, where you're gonna start the wrap. So it's not a stupid brush. It was a stupid brush, and it deserved to die. Okay, so let's say this one's at an off angle like this, and I don't know what the texture alignment is. That gets to be a little bit tricky. So what you could try to do is try to find a flat face somewhere on the brush. Like this one here should be straight. So you could sample from this one up to this one, then down to the side. If it worked that way, which it doesn't look like it is. Not always right. Let's see, maybe somewhere else? Nope, not working. Okay. So in a case like this, you're effed. So what you could try to do here is, if your brush looked like this, what you could do first is apply your texture before skewing it, so it's applied straight. So that way when you skew it, the texture sticks with it. The texture locks. And then you can still wrap your texture from one side to the other. Alternatively, if you don't want to do it that way for whatever reason, you could just make it a square cylinder, or you could just make it a series of terrain patches, like so. And then just use set 1 on both, on all of them, or whatever you want it to be. Might be more like 2 or 3. Oh well, you get the idea. Hopefully that made some sense, because I feel like I was all over the place there. Okay, I need to take a momentary break and go feed my cat because he is driving me fucking crazy. I'll be back in a minute.
Exposed, inconspicuous, now made known. No more silence, nowhere to run. Now you must confront your demons alone. It unfolds in defense and damage control. In denial of transgression, you become target of vindication. We got the picture, got your axe by the throat. We couldn't leave enough alone. You couldn't keep it undisclosed. All things considered, you were set for the fall. You couldn't hear the tears.
Okay, and I'm back.
All your deals done behind doors, secrets whispered incognito. Like great oaks rising from acorns, truth in the light becomes a perfect storm. Settled score, justice swift and the rift is closed. You delivered a final blow, now you are down on your knees, you're dethroned. We got the picture, got your axe by the throat. We couldn't leave enough alone, you couldn't keep it undisclosed. All things considered, you were set for the fall. You couldn't hear the tears.
If I could pick one COD game, what would I pick? BO 1, 2, or 3? Black Ops 3 all day. Like I have a special place in my heart for everything Black Ops, but I feel like there was just something really special about Black Ops 3. Joe, so I had a similar experience with my cats. For a long time I was just feeding them dry food. Because when I would try to give them canned food, they would just squeeze all the juice out of it, drink all that, and just leave this pile of gelatinous shit in the bowl. So it turned out that my cats don't like the thicker, spongier meat. They like stuff that's got a lot of gravy in it, that's really wet. And they eat that shit up like crazy. They went from being indifferent to canned food to nagging the shit out of me every night for it. Yeah, you know, it really surprised me that so few people are modding MP for BO3. So what's everyone got planned for the weekend? Doing anything fun? Cool, it all sounds good. Mad Guys, I saw you had said something earlier about possibly taking some time off of mapping and getting back into writing and recording music. I'd be interested to hear some of the stuff you've written. Well, when you get a chance, send me some links.
Be ready, I'm coming for you. Be ready, I'm coming for you. Be ready, I am coming. We are always within instead of without. So much so, we have forgotten all about you. If we were to be sure, we had to savor the doubt. But now you know, there is a plan in place. So pierce through the
Gaz Patterson. Okay.
you bury their heart, bury the soul.
You know, even if it's not, you know, the kind of music I listen to, it's stuff that you wrote, so I'm interested to hear it.
That father, bury the truth. Well, you best be ready, as I'm coming for you. Be ready, I'm coming for you. Be ready, I am coming. Make peace within, emanations without. So much so, they could never force a coercion upon you. If you're ever unsure, beyond reasonable doubt. Oh, you know, we will be here to embrace you, as we emancipate you. You bury their heart, bury the soul. You buried your guilt and you refuse to atone. Bury that father, bury the truth. Well, you best be
Okay.
ready, as I'm coming for you. We will see without our eyes, as all will unite and rise to
I wouldn't even know how to begin to answer that question, Skizzle. Yeah, it was kind of a random question. Hi, Zella? Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Oh, always got to be careful around Skizzle. He's always working an angle. Trying to find a way in. Gotta keep on my toes around him. May end up in one of his videos.
The self-made liberator. I am the Alpha and Omega. Father, this is your dominion. Where will you embrace and love your kingdom?
I prefer prefabs over layers.
Sit still and silent for a moment in the light of the act. If I clear my mind, I'm rising beyond all space and time. Nothing that I have to do to be who I am, yeah. Now I release to the mother sky. All I have to transmute this rising beyond all space and time. Nothing that I have to do to be who I am, yeah. Now I'm released to the mother sky. All I have to transmute this illusion. I lost my grip, but I have you now. How can this be? I have become my enemy. I lost my grip, but I have you now. How can this be? What become my enemy? Will you see the blackout, the eyes separated from the white? If the enemy is love in the eye, I must prepare to die. Now I'm released to the mother sky. All I have to transmute this illusion. I lost my grip, but I have you now. How can this be? I have become my enemy. I lost my grip, but I have you now. How can this be? What become my enemy? Body, the mind, the target, the shape, the breath, the hand, the weapon, the weight. The silence, the sound, the tide, the wake, the sword, the spirit, the soul ablaze. The bird sleeps out of my hand and into the heart of the enemy. The bird sleeps out of my hand, plunges into the heart. The strike, the union, the quest, the aim, the perfect momentum, the unyielding hate. The focus, the tide, the void, the space, the domain of self. A bird sleeps out of my hand and into the heart of the enemy. The bird sleeps out of my
Alright, Skizzle, thanks for hanging out. Have a good one, dude.
Of a dying regime, from upon its own sword it will return to the dream. In the days ahead we will rebuild and release, return unto the light to a cleansed and complete. As for this cursed machine, we'll make a break for the nation of the next dark king. Till we have secured this inevitable defeat, this is the way to your destiny. Daybreak with absolute Godspeed, into the confrontation with renewed majesty. In the days ahead we will embrace all we fear, return unto the light to we're whole and complete. As for this cursed machine, we'll take the mantle of the fallen with the force legendary. Oh, time has come to dismantle the dark we march on. Once and for all. Here comes the flood. Into the flame we must carry the weight. Awakening to all we were and all that we've become. Apathy, we obey in desperation. Hail to the thief, the cavalcade of victims interfaced to reveal the hate, the orchestration. Can you see the manipulation? I have a dream
Yeah, I do have some ideas, Gaz. We should talk privately. I'll tell you what I think.
I don't think I have seen anything like this. When the lights go down, you can't turn to us. When it all
Awesome. Yeah, it sounds good.
you can't turn to and still you will run. Oh, how you run. Where the
Can I only show nav mesh in game or check in Radiant? There may be some legacy stuff left over where you can view the nav mesh in Radiant, but it's not really accurate. You really need to look at it in game. Oh yeah? Okay, cool. Glad you got that fixed. Hey, good enough. If you fixed it, it's fixed, right? Alright guys, I think I'm going to stop the stream here. About an hour and a half. It's a lot longer than I expected to go tonight. You know, as I said a couple of times earlier, there's a possibility this could have been the last stream. I'm going to have to see how I feel tomorrow morning. If I can find something else to work on that's worth streaming, then I will. If not, then you know, I'll still keep you guys updated on the map's progress on Twitter. But there may not be a stream for a while, which, you know, makes me sad too, because I love doing this. But we'll see. Maybe in the meantime I'll do the occasional stream on Metal Winter or something. I guess my PC specs are in my channel description on YouTube. Just refer people there because I can't remember all my PC specs. Alright guys, well, regardless of what happens, you know, I'll keep in touch with everyone. And, try to get this thing done quick. Start, you know, get back to streaming and do something else. Alright guys, thanks for hanging out, and enjoy your evening and your weekend. And I'll see you guys next time.